Those on the benches opposite have a long track record of trying to create issues where none exist, and the rest of the country can see it. Just as with last December, they continue to be out of touch with the general public with their faux outrage. The idea that the Secretary of State for Housing will not receive correspondence from housing developers is farcical. If that was the case, nothing would get done, but that does seem to be the operating model for Labour administrations. My parents bought their first house in their early 20s. That's what people did then. But why couldn't I do that? Why did I find myself part of Generation Rent, unable to get on the housing ladder? Because the Labour government between 1997 and 2010 didn't build enough homes. They abandoned people with aspiration. The Shadow Chancellor has admitted this herself in 2018. She said, Labour didn't get a grip on the issue. We didn't build enough homes. They dithered, they delayed, and they abdicated themselves of responsibility. She was honest. But in 2010, the Conservative-led government did get a grip on the issue. We have delivered over 465,000 affordable homes. Schemes like Help to Buy have allowed young families to buy their first home, which they would otherwise have been unable to do. And let me translate that locally. Between 2001 and 2010 in Burnley, the number of homes increased by 300. Between 2010 and 2019, that number was 1,000. Mr Deputy Speaker, dealing with that Labour failure, then and now, means calling applications in, finding the schemes that will deliver the homes of the future and getting them going. And this scheme, which Tower Hamlets Council sat on month after month after month, was one such scheme. And let's not forget that this area of London is an area that has been transformed thanks to people on this side of the House. In 1982, it was a Conservative government which created the Urban Enterprise Zone on the Isle of Dogs, which pulled in private investment and turned it into the international financial centre it is today. We on these benches will not shy away from the need to build more homes, as the party opposite do. And in doing that, we will continue to hold Labour administrations to account where we need to, calling in applications that they sit on, because by sitting on them, they are depriving homes to our young working families. Mr Deputy Speaker, as with most things from the party opposite, this debate is all about smoke screens and diversion, because they consistently fail on policy.
Sarah Jones.